Okay, here we go again. Homework time. Question number 2 on the human reproduction homework. So I've got my highlighter, pen, pencil, ruler. I'm really hoping now that you're getting the picture that these are the things that you will need in an exam. Calculator, pencil, pen, ruler, possibly a highlighter, depending on whether you're underlining, boxing round or highlighting. So, question 2. The following diagram of the female reproductive cycle shows the levels of hormones. Whoopie-doo. Oh, this is the graph we love. So this is the hormones involved, control at the stages shown. So we've got levels of hormones. So we've got the ovarian cycle. So this is what's happening in the ovary. We've got the growing follicle, Graafian follicle, corpus luteum, ovulation in the middle. Then we've got LH where there's no graph, FSH starting, going down, peaking at ovulation, going down, restarting. So we've also got the start of 2 cycles on this. And we've got estrogen going up, peaking, dropping, being produced again, dropping. And progesterone, of course, fairly low levels, up where we've got the corpus luteum, because that's what makes it. And then we've got what's happening in the uterine cycle. So we've got FSH, estrogen, progesterone, what's happening in the uterus, endometrial lining being shed at menstruation, building up, being shed at menstruation. And then we've got a time frame at the bottom, 0, 5, 14, 28, time in days. Excellent. So I remember this graph and I remember dealing with it on that big laminated sheet. So complete the diagram to show the levels of luteinizing hormone in the blood during the cycle. Okay, can do that. So luteinizing hormone, what do I remember? I'm going to start it over here because they've started all of their graphs next to the little line. So low levels, big peak at ovulation, back down, low levels. Hurrah. Where in the body is FSH? Where are they produced? So, what do we know about those? They're released from the anterior pituitary gland. Excellent. And I do need to remember to put anterior in because obviously ADH and oxytocin are from the posterior, so we do need to distinguish between those, and it's no use just putting posterior. Ooh, big long question, 3 marks. During the cycle, estrogen levels increase. Okay, give 3 functions, three functions of this increase in estrogen. So what do I know about estrogen? So estrogen is doing the negative feedback thing, it does the positive feedback thing to cause ovulation, and it's released in the first half of the cycle and is causing this sort of building. So 3 functions. Function 1, estrogen inhibits release of FSH. I'm just going to put brackets there, negative feedback, just in case that's the key thing they're looking for. At high levels, prior to ovulation, causes a surge, I like that word, surge in FSH and LH. Again, I'll need to let them know that I know that that is called positive feedback. And third rapidly. It stimulates thickening, I think I'll call it. Thickening. Could have used perhaps proliferation, which is another of my favourites, but I'm going to use thickening of the endometrial lining. Okay, so moving on, what is the name? The hormone produced by the embryo, which prevents the breakdown of the corpus luteum. So the only hormone that I know that is produced by the embryo is HCG. I'm thinking perhaps they want the name, so I'm going to just write it out in full. Human chorionic gonad tropin. After about 12 weeks of pregnancy, the corpus luteum breaks down. Okay. Name the structure which produces large amounts of estrogen after this breakdown. So, when the corpus luteum breaks down after 12 weeks, the hormone producing gland becomes the placenta. And funnily enough, they've not really mentioned progesterone there. Anyway, and another name. Give the name. This is really easy, isn't it? Give the name of the hormone which stimulates production